Namaskaram, my dear friends, I'm back again. Today is a matter of sharing. I want to share with you all the insects that have bothered me during my sadhana, especially mosquitoes. But before I talk about mosquitoes, let me tell you about an experience about being bothered by a lot of flies. This was very interesting. This was during our darshan to Kailash and Manasarovar, and during the stops that we had where we stopped at the hotels, up at Nepal, I think it was Simicot, even before Simicot, I can't remember the name of the town. But of course, civilization there is not that advanced, and sanitation was not necessarily city-like or not as organized as it is in bigger civilizations. All their open spaces had a lot of animals. There were a lot of donkeys. I know they had a lot of donkeys that would just poop everywhere. And the flies swarm. So even if I was sort of indoor, the windows were open so flies can come in and they would like swarm. They wouldn't swarm. They would just like land on me while I do my sadhana. And interesting with flies because they're like bigger insects, so you can really feel them when they land on you, so I have to like shoo them away. So flies are really challenging. However, recently I've been doing a lot of sadhana outdoors just because of the place where I am at right now. Here is some pictures as to where I've been doing some of my sadhana if I had to do them outdoors. And insert pictures. One time I actually went out and it was like 03. And I was just wearing my t-shirt and maybe, I think, longer shorts, but like half of my legs were open and half of my arms were exposed. And I started doing my sadhana. And after a while, after the beginning parts of Shakti Chalana Kriya, my skin was just starting to itch. Like, it was so itchy. And then I know it was the mosquitoes this time that were feeding on me. But comparing though mosquitoes and fly, when a mosquito lands on me, I don't feel it right away. I only feel when they've done their feeding and they they left a mark and a little bit of their venom or whatever, their spit on my skin. That's when it starts to itch. What I've noticed though is mosquito bites, the itchiness doesn't last long. Good thing I have some calamine with me, where I just put it on, or like some menthol ointment, usually like Tiger Balm. I lost my Tiger Balm though, I need to find it. But like calamine and Tiger Balm is really good for the itch, so I don't have to worry about scratching myself and leaving like scratch mark or some bleeding. But I want to share this with you because I really appreciated being bit by a lot of mosquitoes and being landed on by flies. I therefore conclude that I think mosquitoes are a little bit better than flies because flies bother you on the spot and it's hard to not move when they're on you because they tickle. So you have to like shoo them away, so I have to move. But with mosquitoes, I've appreciated their bites because I realized they're not really that bad. They don't last too long. The bump goes away and, you know, just reminds me that I'm part of the circle of life. No matter how big I am compared to them, they feed on me. Noticing the small things while doing my sadhana is actually a wonderful thing. Aside from mosquitoes though, and aside from other insects. I've also noticed that when my legs sleep while doing Shakti Chalana Kriya, it doesn't take so much for it to actually go away. I just wait for it for a few, and I've realized the phases of when my leg sleeps and it just slowly disappears. Having been able to observe these challenges while doing sadhana actually opens a new door. A door to patience, door to waiting, door to observing just how things happen, life happens, and how things tend to resolve themselves given time. And if I were to choose having to do sadhana indoors or outdoors, I think I would still do sadhana indoors. But I think the best place that I did sadhana, aside from being in the ashram, is actually my old apartment in Korea. Though I was on the 4th floor, when I do my sadhana, I always had the windows open. No flies could get in, no insects. Though there may not be a moving breeze, but I could really feel that my air while I do my sadhana was fresh, revitalized, full of energy. And I just love the place. I think I just need a little bit more time to establish my place right here to make it more conducive for my sadhana. But like everything else, these do take time and require patience, and I'm more than happy, more than glad to wait and be patient for things to blossom. And yes, just wanting to share with you my mosquito and fly experience. Okay, until next time, bye.